I was just walking by, oh, who's this guy? And I thought it was unacceptable we hadn't met yet. So I was like, you know what, I gotta change that. What's your story? Are you a downtown girl now, or?
Yes, I actually live 5 minutes from here. That's beauty. So
I can see your house from here.
yes, so I'm kind of enjoying getting to know my neighborhood. Actually, I got a job offer and then I moved.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Oh, and then it was just like that. You're like, I'm going.
Pretty much. I mean, young, single, and I was like, why not, right?
Look at you.
If I don't do this right now, I would never do it.
Got a spontaneous risk taker over here.
437.
I will
Have a nice meeting you.
text you. It was nice to meet you. Most guys mess up with women because they're too interested in getting something from her, whether that's validation, her number, or just trying to get laid. But what if I told you that there was a simple mindset shift that would change everything, that would make women instantly interested in you without you having to put so much pressure on yourself or try so hard? For those of you that are new here, my name is Devin and I'm a dating and social skills coach, allowing you to become the most confident and best version of yourself. Most guys approach women with the mindset to take something from her. They're trying to get sex, or they're trying to get a date, or they're trying to get her number, or they're trying to seek validation or show off to their friends. And women can sense this. When you're trying to put on a show and you're way too in your own head, you come off as inauthentic, and that is a massive turnoff for women. It's like if you're on a car lot and the car salesman comes up to you and he asks you about your family and where you live, and he's not even listening. He's nodding his head, just wondering when he can jump in to sell you the car. You're gonna look at him like, yeah, he's not even listening to me. He doesn't even care about me. So here's how you can begin to shift that mindset. Just be curious. Reconnect with that old childlike curiosity that you once had. Approach women to learn about them, what they're passionate about, who they are, why they are the way they are. This takes the pressure off of you, it takes the pressure off of them, and it's going to be more fun and natural for both of you, because when you're truly engaged in listening to what she's saying, she's going to feel that you're coming off as natural, like you do care. They're so used to guys saying whatever they have to say and selling themselves to the girl, they're not used to feeling heard. They're not used to somebody actually listening to them. And yeah, I know it's easy to hear and think, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to be curious. It's so easy, right? But trust me, guys, being able to master this and not being in your head is going to completely flip your results with women. Most guys overlook this because they're busy worrying about what to say next. But trust me, guys, if you can get this right, you'll have women leaning into you, leaning into the conversations, and they'll be enjoying your company. You'll notice that they're more interested in you without you having to do anything, without you trying to have to impress them. So here's what you can start to do. Step 1, approach it with an open mind. Approach each conversation like a blank slate. Before I started recording, I formatted my card and I cleared all the previous data off of my card. Doesn't matter if the conversation didn't go well 10 minutes ago when you were at the club talking to another girl. Don't carry that same energy into the next conversation. You don't have a specific outcome in mind here. Just focus on being present, okay? Don't worry about trying to get her number. Your goal is just to simply get curious and see if you guys vibe. Step 2 is ask genuine, open-ended questions, okay? Don't just go back and forth about what she does for work, right? Dig a little deeper. Get her to talk about herself and open up more about herself. Ask her questions like, are you getting up to anything crazy this weekend? What's the most interesting thing you've done this week? This is going to allow you to get to know her on a more personal level and also see what kind of girl she is, right? See if she's the right fit for you. You can stop at any time too and get curious about her background, right? Like, what's your background, by the way? You're a hard one to place. Get curious about who she is, where she comes from. Why did you choose to go to this coffee shop as opposed to that one, right? These are simple questions you can ask to understand a little bit more about her. Step number 3 is listen, okay? Listen and respond accordingly. When she's talking to you, see what really lights her up. See what really excites her, and then refer to that topic in conversation later on to bring that excitement out of her. Don't just wait for your chance to jump in and talk about how cool you are or talk more about yourself. Sit back and try to understand what makes her passionate, what makes her excited. Women are a lot more about the vibe, about the energy, right? How they feel when they're talking to you. Right? So if you can make them feel excited and feel positive and all these great emotions, then they're going to reassociate those emotions with you when they're sitting at home lying in bed. When their friends ask them about how the big date went with you, they'll sit back and they'll tell them, oh my God, he was so sweet. I really liked talking to him. I had so much fun. Oh my God. And I get it, I've been there before. I used to put so much pressure on myself. When I'd see that hot girl, I'd think, okay, it's game time, it's time to perform, I have to have her. I'm gonna try to say the perfect thing. I'm gonna try to win her over. And just putting this amount of pressure on myself, it made me feel really stressed out in these conversations. I couldn't even actually focus on what she was saying because I was too busy worrying about what to say next, or worrying about if I was saying the right thing or how I was coming off. It's actually a very selfish mentality to have. And you know what? I don't blame women for rejecting me in the past, because it probably felt very forced, very inauthentic. We all know that guy that walks up to us and you can just tell from a mile away he's trying to sell you something, or he's trying to get something out of you, and that is not attractive. One day I asked myself, like, why am I putting so much pressure on myself? There's so much abundance in the world. There's 3.5 billion women out there. It was because I wasn't going on dates consistently. I wasn't getting laid. So it's like, if you haven't eaten in a while, if you're out in the desert and you've been starving for 4 days, you go to the all-you-can-eat buffet, you're gonna go fucking crazy, and people are gonna look at you like, what the fuck? But you have to carry yourself as if you are going on dates consistently, as if you do have that dating life that you want, or else women are gonna be able to smell that desperation on you from a mile away. Scarcity is not attractive. And guys, I realize that some of you guys are still struggling with this approach anxiety and what to say, and you're hesitating. If that's the case and you want a more personalized roadmap, a strategy on how you can start to achieve some of your dating results here, just click the link in the description below and we'll hop on a free 15-minute call. I think way too often we're all too caught up comparing ourselves to others and thinking about what we don't have. But what I did was I sat back and I thought to myself, I already put in all this work on myself. I have overcome so much struggle, so many challenges in life. And same with you. You probably have as well too. So I would encourage you to make a list of obstacles you've overcame, of challenges and adversity that you've faced, and constantly read that out loud to yourself so that you go out there socializing with people. You don't feel like you're insignificant. You feel like you're already enough. You're already worthy, and you can walk into any room and get any girl that you want because you know you're worth more. When I shifted this mindset from trying to impress her to simply just wondering, okay, who is this? Right? Everything changed. So now it was time to see what she had to offer, right? I'd go up and I'd just get curious. Who is this? Right? Who am I talking to? What makes her unique? What makes her stand out from all the other girls, right? Fruit fly. And this pressure that I had been feeling before completely disappeared. It made these conversations more fun. This shouldn't feel like pulling teeth. And that's what it had felt like previously. And women could feel this. They could feel that I actually wanted to genuinely connect and I wasn't trying to get something out of them. And because of this, the conversations just felt way more relaxed and way more fun. Instead of trying to prove myself and trying to sell myself, it was like, okay, let's just see if we even vibe. Like, let's just see if I like this girl. And this shift not only improved my interactions with women, but people overall. It dramatically reduced my social anxiety because I no longer was outcome dependent. I no longer needed that validation from others. When you approach it with genuine curiosity as opposed to desperation, you completely flip the script. You're no longer the guy trying to get something from her. You're the one exploring if she's even worth your time. And that confidence, that shift, it draws people in and allows them to open up to you. It allows them to qualify themselves to you as opposed to the opposite. It makes socializing less of a performance and more just a genuine exchange where you can just be yourself and relax. You'll feel less anxious, less stressful. Women will be more comfortable with talking and opening up to you. And look, guys, I'm not just gonna sit here and say that you're gonna snap your finger, wake up tomorrow, and you're gonna be able to do this, right? It's gonna take you getting uncomfortable. It's gonna take you putting yourself out there and maybe having a couple awkward conversations. But like anything, repetition, right? You have to continually show up and do it even when you don't want to do it. You have to think about your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you out there trying to improve your dating life and your social skills? Why are you going to continue to show up when things are uncomfortable? When you don't feel like it, when you're hungover and tired and making all these excuses and your lower self is trying to drag you down. What is going to happen if you don't improve this? If you keep putting this off? Consistency is everything. You can start to apply this new approach in your everyday life. The second you leave your house, it's on, right? You're going up and you're approaching people in general, not just women. You're going up and trying to uplift others, right? Complimenting people on their shirt, starting conversations with people in line at the grocery store or the cafe. Forget the agenda, forget the outcome, just get curious and see where the conversation takes you. The more that you do this, the more natural it will feel. It'll feel like just putting on your underwear in the morning after a while. It just takes time to build that habit. So fellas, get out there, have fun. Don't take this stuff too seriously, okay? Getting out there and speaking to people shouldn't feel like pulling teeth. And remember, guys, not everybody is gonna like you. You don't have to seek everybody's approval. F it. If they don't like you, whatever. Right? Oftentimes, it's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. You don't know what's going on in someone's personal life when you go up and strike a conversation with them. So don't expect the outcome to go a certain way. Don't take it personally and move on to the next. There's plenty other people to talk to, plenty other friends to make, plenty other girls to hit on. So guys, let me know your wins or your challenges from this new mindset shift in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you guys.